Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for August 2025. So, my darling Aquarians, we're just going to start off with an overarching energy using the daily guidance from your angels. Then I'll do my 3-card spread using my Michelle Knight Tarot cards, and then we will move on to finish off, with angel therapy cards. All right, my darling Aquarians, what does Aquarius need to know for this month of August 2025? I am so glad it is the last month of winter here in Australia because I'm freezing and I am not a good cold person. So all you lucky ducks that have been in the northern hemisphere with your summer, lucky. I'm looking forward to our summer. All right, let us get this overarching message for you, my darling Aquarians. The ocean. Well, speaking of summer, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Yeah. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. Yeah. That's why I live near the ocean. I mean, I know it's winter here, but just even seeing the ocean, I love it. You know, my husband and I, we go on the weekends when we can, and there's a little hotel where I live, and I mean, it's $1 million view, but it's, just so we sit there, we have some food, and it soothes my soul. And I would encourage you, if you can, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling, hurt, broken, whatever, not that I'm saying that you are, but, I feel if you can just go somewhere where you can see the ocean, if you need to, go and walk on the beach, do something like that. I feel it's really healing to be able to do that, my darling Aquarians. I love it. I do it. It soothes my soul. And, I need to have that. I need to be by the water. All right, my darling Aquarians, let us consult the tarot here and see what messages we have for you. What does Aquarius need to know for this August 2025? Page of Cups, there's that ocean, look at that. 6 of Swords, more water. And the Empress, yeah, I love it. There's water here too. So just make sure they're all in view. And look, I'm going to say it right off the bat here, is this card here is very prominent in this reading. The ocean, water, the ocean, water. If you can get yourself beside some ocean, beside some water, it doesn't have to be ocean, it could be a lake, it could be, a pond even, just go and spend some time by the water, because I feel for you, my darling Aquarians, that it's significant for you this month to be able to get yourself, buy some water. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of these cards, and then I'll intuitively put the reading together. So you start off here with the Page of Cups. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And this fella comes in to give you, it's very dreamy type energy, the Page of Cups. It comes in to maybe give you there might be an offer, like an offer from the heart that you hear about, that you get, that you receive, my darling Aquarians. The fish in the cup here is supposed to represent, we don't know whether this fish is real or imaginary. And, you can see the look on the page's face. He's just like looking, searching out into, with the ocean. I'm being very drawn to this ocean for you, my darling Aquarians. But I feel for you that what's coming in is, a message that you have been searching for, if that makes sense. So, with the Page of Cups, it's like this is a message that's coming in for you. Have you been waiting to hear about this, my darling Aquarians? And I feel that it's something that you wanted to know, whether it's good or bad, my darling Aquarians. So you will have to take it how it resonates, whether this... But I do feel it's a message from someone's heart that's coming in for you. But like I said, I don't know whether it's for you, whether it's good or bad. That's going to be up to you. What I do feel is that it's going to allow you to move forward. So take that how it resonates. Whatever this message is going to allow you to move on, if that makes sense, my darling Aquarians. Because then you've got the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is all about moving on to calmer shores here. It's about leaving behind what no longer serves you, my darling Aquarians. Sorry, I'm just getting I'm getting messages here. I'm so drawn to the water, to the ocean here, that this is a card of taking the lessons and the love and moving on, my darling Aquarians. You can see she's just got her little bag here. She's got clothes on her back and these swords. The swords represent the lessons and the love, my darling Aquarians. I feel that you are moving on. You're taking the lessons and the love from this situation and moving on. In your bag, you have your tools. You have what you need. It's not a big bag, but it's enough. You have everything you need in order to move forward, my darling Aquarians. And you are. That's what I feel. The Six of Swords is moving on, like I said, to calmer shores. In the traditional tarot, one side of this water is choppy and the other side is calm. And it's like moving from choppy waters into the calm. And like I said, I feel you just need to move on from this. What I'm drawn to here is that the gaze of this person here is looking up to this star. You're following your North Star here, my darling Aquarians. I feel that there is something, you've got some kind of burning desire here and I feel it's the seed that this page has planted in you, that it's a desire. And it's a desire that is causing you to leave behind what is no longer serving you. Take the lessons and the love from the past situation and move towards your North Star, my darling Aquarians. That's the message I'm getting for you off the Six of Swords. And when you do, this is the energy that's surrounding you, the beautiful Empress energy. This is the birth of something new, my darling Aquarians. It could literally be the birth of a child, because this is all about fertility. And like I said, the birth of something new. Like I said, could be literally the birth of a child, or it could be the birth of a new idea, my darling Aquarians. But what it is a card of effortless abundance. She, in the traditional tarot, has a scepter in her hand, and she only needs to wave her scepter over this wheat, and the wheat effortlessly grows, my darling Aquarians. So I feel that this is your potential outcome, that you will be moving away from what has no longer served you to calmer shores and to this beautiful potential here for you to be able to live your abundant truth, my darling Aquarians. That's what I feel here. And I am feeling significant that something by the water for you is going to help here as well. So yeah, like I said, take that how it resonates about the ocean and the water and all that. But to show up here, and it's showing up here and here 3 times and here. So I feel that it's significant for you. If I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already have, I do feel that going somewhere beside water is really going to soothe your soul, my darling Aquarians. And something, this page here has planted a seed in your heart and is causing you to want to change tactics and move from wherever you were that wasn't working for you, to spark some inspiration for you to follow your North Star, my darling Aquarians, to take the lessons and the love, pack your bags, take your tools, clothes on your back, get moving. That's what I feel, my darling Aquarians. And when you do, here is what you're moving towards, this beautiful, abundant, effortless, abundant energy, my darling Aquarians, which is just divine. I'm loving this for you, my darling Aquarians. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I am very active and interactive in the comments. I'd love to know if this resonates with you. I mean, if you can see something here or have a different message for Aquarians that I can't see, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. And I am closing my calendar for personal readings in the next week or so. So I'm chockers. So if you want a personal reading, I would get it in now, because I do not know when I'm opening that up again. I just need, I'm at the moment doing back-to-back readings, and I need a break. So, but I'm giving it another week. I'm giving you the chance to get in, and, you know, so I can get through these readings, and then I'm turning it off. I'm not sure when I'll bring it back on. But yeah, if you want a personal reading, first link, go get it, because yeah, I don't know when I'll be opening it up again. But let us get you final messages, my darling Aquarians. Workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and healing. Yeah. So, you know, whether the seed that was planted in your heart is you need to teach, you know, or you need to go and learn something more, I feel that's very connected to this Six of Swords here. That's something in that, you know, where you learn something more or you're teaching something, that's part of your destiny, my darling Aquarians. And like I says, attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. So yeah, I feel that there is more for you to learn here, but I can only see good things. And like I said, spending time by the ocean or by water is going to be significant for you this month, my darling Aquarians. But gorgeous energies are on the way for you, my darling Aquarians. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.